What if Izuku Midoriya had a samurai quirk? Part 1 Redo 2. So yes, I'm back with the samurai quirk one. So yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Like in the night quirk one, Izuku's family is dead because of a villain attack this time. Now, this just makes Izuku angry that he could not protect his family. Then he just makes a vow to protect everyone and everything in the world. So, when people try to get Izuku to go to an orphanage, Izuku just runs off. The next day, a farmer walks into his field as the scarecrow is just a bunch of samurai armor. He walks into the field, and now basically this is 3 months later. He just walks around the field to harvest his crops when he finds a boy looking like he has not eaten in 3 months. He grabs him and takes him inside. And when Izuku wakes up, he wakes up in an unrecognized home, unrecognized bed. He looks at the man as where am I? Who are you? As the man just says his name, cause look, okay guys, I don't know any Japanese. I don't know any Japanese traditional names. Actually, I got one. Kensei. Okay, let me say that. My name is Kensei. You're in my house. I found you while picking up my crops. May I ask, why are you here? Izuku tells him what happened. As Izuku just wants to become more strong, so he can help defend everyone. Kensei nods as he says, I can help you, but it will involve a lot of training. So Izuku starts his training. Now, the house that Kensei lives in is an old samurai school where Kensei is the last samurai type. The last samurai, the last Kensei, a sword saint. He starts teaching Izuku all he needs to know. Shugokis. He starts teaching him about the Shugoki. And then there are Nobushi, Kenseis, and last but not least the Orochi. Start thinking about the history of each samurai. He has to learn all of this, because without learning, he does not know how to fight. Sure, he can teach him, but still, he needs to know what is best for. Kensei puts on his old samurai armor as he tells Izuku that he's going to need to work for his armor. As Izuku grabs the katana, Izuku tries to lift it up, but it's heavy for him since he's 6. So Kensei starts helping him learn how to use the sword. A few years later, Izuku is now 8. As Kensei is making him basically swing a log of wood that is chained to his ankle. And Izuku is doing it with ease. Izuku continues to learn how to fight. Kensei then teaches Izuku how to throw some kunai. Kunai? Whatever the name is. I'm pretty sure it's kunai. Well, basically throwing knives. So yeah. Kensei teaches Izuku how to throw some throwing knives. And Izuku actually masters it quickly. Now, Kensei and Izuku wander the countryside of Japan. Izuku knows his master's getting old. Soon he won't be able to train Izuku anymore. And Izuku is okay with that. Kensei told him he learned everything he needs to know. Izuku's now wearing this armor right here. So yeah. And Kensei's just wearing the Kensei Emerald Kensei armor that I showed you yesterday. So yeah. Izuku so then a villain attack happens in a nearby village. Izuku grabs his katana and heads out with Kensei. Heroes don't come near the countryside, since it has less likely to be villains there. So, villains take advantage of this. Izuku and Kensei start fighting this villain. This villain is basically making rope come out of his hands. When Izuku and Kensei get there, they notice these are not ordinary villains. These are not ordinary villains. They're Vikings. They're trying to raid the villages. Izuku is told to wait, but Izuku goes in to protect everyone. Now, Izuku mastered so many things that he's basically like a shinobi combined with an Orochi. He's fast, elegant, and he learned the ways of illusions. Izuku just fights on against a raider. Izuku cannot keep up with the movements of the Dynax. Izuku knows that the raider is more faster and better than him. But Izuku tries anyways. Throughout the years of training, Izuku learned that he can summon samurai soldiers. So, he awakens his soldiers. And they come in to help defeat this raid. Izuku takes down a Valkyrie as a raider comes up behind him and shoves him into the ground. The raider looks into Izuku's eyes as he's about to kill him. Izuku looks to grab his sword, his katana. He grabs it and blocks the Dynax. but his katana shatters. Kensei sees this. His student, the one who he considers the last family he has. He runs up. As the raider's about to kill Izuku, when he strikes down, blood spatters everywhere. But it's not Izuku's. Izuku looks in horror as he sees that it's his master. His master drops his Nodachi. As Izuku, in rage, is empowered by revenge. Izuku grabs his master's Nodachi and starts swinging at the raider. Now, Izuku's movements are faster. The raider tries to hit Izuku, but unlike before, Izuku is now blocking all of his attacks. Izuku kicks the raider to the ground as he stabs the raider through the heart and kills the raider. The rest of the Vikings look on as they are being pushed back towards the shore. Izuku walks over to them as he's still enraged. Basically, this has been time skipped from 8. So now he's basically 10. Then, get 10 and then, yeah. So then, Izuku kills off the last Viking, as the rest of them just run off to the shore, thinking they can get away. Izuku walks up to the fortresses. As he walks to the sea fortress, he looks down upon the Vikings that are fleeing. Izuku halts all of his armies to stop trying to go after them. Izuku then just says, "Catapults, now." As the archers stop firing, they run to ready the catapults. And they do so, shooting the catapults, and the Viking ships are starting to sink. After all the Viking ships have sunk into the sea, all Vikings are dead now. Izuku walks back to the village as he sees his master still alive. Izuku says that he can save him, that he can help, but his master just stops him from talking there. "Izuku, don't dishonor me by that. I lived a samurai. I taught you, my student. I sped up your training, pushed you to your absolute limits. I did all I could to train you, and I succeeded in making a marvelous student. Now, just let me die in peace." Izuku grants his master's wish. He looks as he grabs his master's katana, his old katana. He plants it into the ground, takes off his master's helmet, and places it on the katana's hilt. mask. He sews the mask towards the helmet. As he knows his master's now gone. Izuku does not think it will be right for him to use his master's Nodachi. He blames himself for getting his master killed. So, Izuku plants his Nodachi into the ground next to his master. Izuku's about to leave the Nodachi there when he hears his master's last words. Take it. Izuku walks back and grabs the Nodachi and puts it over his shoulders as he says, "We're leaving. Now." So then they leave towards the mountains. After hearing about a great raid in the countryside, heroes are now investigating this out. When they go over towards the village, they see people in armor giving out food, rebuilding shelters. And then they see a statue of a samurai soldier. Izuku made a statue of his master in honor of him, and always bows to it when he leaves to go get some more items. Izuku is inside the infinite castle. Basically this, a replica of the Himeji castle. So yeah, Izuku starts making it into infinite castle. Izuku looks outside as he sees people are starting to stop his samurai soldiers from rebuilding the town. He sees the hero All Might, a person he looks up to. Izuku runs out of the castle as he yells, "Stop!" The heroes stop from capturing the samurai as they all break out of their chains and run towards the castle. Izuku then says, "Leave this place. You don't deserve to be here." As Aizawa looks upon this to see that it's true, the samurai legends, or it's told that a samurai and his apprentice were here. It said that once the master died, the apprentice now became the teacher and started to train kids to be samurai. Basically, Izuku calls the city he made, once a village into a city, he calls it the Samurai Village, or the Samurai City. Everyone is wearing samurai armor now. The old, and the adults are wearing samurai armor, as well as the teens. They still have modern technology, but they prefer to be in their own way. No guns. Use their quirks and their swords. Their quirks are their armor. Their sword is their weapon, but their true weapon is their bravery. The courage they have to pursue the honor of being a samurai. And the samurai honorable suicide is outlawed in this town. To bring honor back, fight the samurai king, Izuku Midoriya, king of the Emerald Clan. Aizawa says that they're here to investigate in recent raids upon the city, or the new city. Izuku says the raids happened months ago. Now we rebuild. If you want information, talk to me, and don't cage my warriors. Izuku then lets him inside the town. As they see that it's peaceful here, what they thought would be a samurai town full of people fighting against each other for food and scraps, is peaceful. There's gardens, training areas, playgrounds for the children, yet it's all training here. Izuku's not just training them to be warriors, he's training them to be a true human, to fight for their lives. In the presence of his people, they all bow towards him. Izuku says, "You may stand." As he turns towards Aizawa and the rest of the heroes, he says, "Come and feast." The village is holding a celebration, a 3-month celebration of our hero. So that's you. No, I am not the hero of the story. As he takes out his Nodachi and points towards the statue, he is the true hero. My master, my father, my Tensei, he is the true hero. I am no hero of this village. He is the true hero. I only took a right to be the king of these people, to make sure they're protected at all cost. No villains get past the walls alive. I saw that some of the heroes I feel intimidated by him. I mean, look at him. He's basically an Orochi with a Nodachi. He's a sword saint. So yeah, Izuku just tells them, if you have a problem with that, take it up with me. We do not have a problem. We were just investigating, that's all. So you say, All Might, but why were you imprisoning my people? We thought that they might have been the ones to do this raid. If that was so, then why were they helping us? They were giving food, money. We were helping this village rebuild. I see you don't see it that way. Anyways, you're teachers of UA, aren't you? Oma and Aizawa and President Mike were impressed that he was able to know that. Because since UA was the nearest near the village, the city sent the UA teachers there. I'm joining the school this coming year. I'm training myself to be the best samurai ever. We'll welcome you with open arms, Izuku. Izuku looks towards all his people as they nod. Because they can protect themselves now. Izuku says, I will join you. As Izuku bows towards Aizawa. Izuku gives some information that you need to know. That it seems somebody with the same type of quirk he has Except this time he's calling it Viking. They might be starting to try a war with us. By starting a war, I have prepared the people in case of that. We have strongholds inside the palace that will protect everyone. We're just prepared for anything now. Aizawa nods at this as everyone is ready for anything to come up. But this city seems more ready than everyone. They're prepared to fight against each other, to fight for each other. Izuku shows them the balcony where Izuku gets to look at everyone from the palace. He points down towards the training areas where Izuku shows them different types of quirk users fighting against each other. Fire and water against each other. But when Izuku looks closer, when Izuku tells them to look closer, he shows them that the fire won. Even though fire holds a disadvantage against water. Izuku says, we train each other to make sure that everyone is prepared. My master taught me the ways of his quirk. It was one of the new types of quirks. Yet very rare types. A teachable quirk. With that, Emerald. His quirk is called Emerald. That's what I named the clan after, the Emerald Legion. We know the power move that he used. It's called Emerald Fist. Basically, we encase our arm inside a emerald gauntlet. The emerald is stronger than titanium and cannot be cut with anything. As Izuku holds up his arm and demonstrates the emerald gauntlet, it's said that this gauntlet can hold the same amount of punch power that All Might can have. As All Might says, why don't we see about that? All Might's interested in how strong this gauntlet actually is, because teachable quirks are very strong, yet they're different. Izuku shows All Might as Izuku is able to defend, block, and parry All Might's punches while using the gauntlet. Izuku goes for an uppercut and beats All Might as the emerald gauntlet shatters. It was a good fight as he helps All Might up. Well, come on, take some food home. So once UA introduces them, Aizawa. 2 months. 2 months. Got it. Izuku is ready for the UA entrance exam. He just needs time. So Izuku starts training to fight. But Izuku thinks about something, the Emerald Gauntlet. Since he is the owner of the quirk now, he knows that other people can learn to use this. They can use it for evil. Something his master never wanted. That's why he only taught it to Izuku, but when Izuku taught it to everyone else, he knows the dangers of this quirk. So he summons the quirk itself. as an emerald gauntlet appears in Izuku's hand. Izuku tells his Shigoki to do it, as he does not want to feel the pain of losing his master, the last part of his master he has. The Shigoki then destroys the Emerald Fist. Everyone that just started using it, it shattered as the emeralds turned to dust. Izuku went to the balcony and started saying, "The quirk is too strong. We cannot use it in battle anymore. We must still learn the ways of our own quirks. The Emerald Gauntlet is too strong even for me. My master is the only one that can use it now. And he's gone, not on this earth anymore. Soon I'll meet him once the day comes. Or even if the day comes." Now, everyone that tried to use it again stopped working. The quirk is now gone. Basically, it's the same for Kitsune Izuku. If he were to crush the book, his grandfather's powers would be gone. He would no longer have them. That's why Izuku destroyed the gauntlet. Knowing if the wrong person had it, like say for All For One, it would go bad for All Might. So Izuku. So yeah, we're basically time skipping it several years now. So yeah, Izuku's now 15, ready for the UA entrance exam. Yeah, I kind of got confused with the whole thing. So yeah, Izuku walks towards UA on horseback. Now every horse in the village wears armor as well. Izuku gets there as he sees that his Shogoki, his Kensei, his Nobushi, and Orochi, his second-hand man, followed him here. They say since they are part of him, they will help him. Izuku nods to this as he goes inside. First one I tell us about everyone about everything, blah blah blah. So yeah, everyone is confused about the armor this kid's wearing. Why is he wearing samurai armor? Isn't it supposed to be heavy? And look at the sword he's using. That sword must be heavy. Probably not as strong as our quirks. So yeah. Now Bakugo hasn't seen Izuku for a long time. So he was surprised when he saw Izuku again. But now he's different. Izuku. So while Izuku was getting ready, he started using his Nodachi. Basically his exercises. Or his stretches, to be exact. He was the master of his craft. No one can go against him. Izuku walked inside the fake city and took out his Nodachi. Izuku sharpened his master's Nodachi for years. Now every layer is the same as an atom. Izuku wields the sharpest nodachi ever made by man. Izuku knows that it's sharp enough that it can cut through concrete. Literally, Izuku used it and put the tip against concrete and basically pushed it a little bit. Like, use a soft push with his nodachi. And it went through the concrete like paper. So yeah, if it can cut through paper, if it can cut through concrete, it can cut through anything. So yeah, Izuku started using it against the robot villains and won. Hishigoki crushed the robots as they all were ready. Izuku summoned his archers to fire upon the robots, and so they did. Izuku just smiles at this. Now Izuku is only using 50% of his power right now. He can unlock all his abilities by going 100% of his power. And 100% of his power is basically summoning illusions that can physically hurt you and can be physically hurt. So yeah, Izuku continues to fight against the robots, and he gets around 500 points. Izuku heads back to the village as everyone welcomes him back. Izuku just sighed as he smiles. Everyone welcomes him as Izuku asks if everyone wants to have a feast, and they cheered as Izuku ordered his samurai to gather the food and start preparing it for the feast to commence. Samurai soldiers started to gather the food, started gathering bread, everything they need, meat, vegetables, potatoes, everything. They used lemons to pour on the potatoes and ate them. They're good. Izuku smiled as his people ate. Now, basically, this whole village was the same size as New York. So yeah, big, like really big. So yeah, Izuku just smiles. Now, if you guys want to know, there's basically 2 million regular people that Izuku trained to become samurai. And then there's basically the remaining 8 million that are Izuku's army that go inside of the palace. So yeah, Izuku smiles, knowing that his people will be safe. They can fight for themselves. Yet Izuku will have his army stay around here. So yeah, but Izuku knows one thing. If he goes, he has to stay in the city area, because the samurai will not will miss him. So Izuku decides to look for a hero to have their own agency in Izuku's village. Now the beginning of the village ends at the end of his master's garden. Well, more of a farm. So yeah. Izuku smiles. So yeah. Izuku looks for a great hero that is willing to lay their life on the line. And Izuku finds that hero, Mirko. Izuku walks up with basically a lot of his army. With around 40 Orochis, 10 Kensei, 50 Shigokis, 100 Nobushis, and the remaining ones are being. So yeah, basically Izuku has a lot of his army ready with him. Izuku starts talking to Mirko to see if she would defend his village for him. As Izuku says that raiders usually come once a month to see if they can raid my village. They will put a fight against you. We can help you with that. Our steel is no more. We make our weapons out of titanium after we found a mine under our village. Basically, it's like Wakanda now. So yeah. But they only make their swords out, their weapons out of the titanium. So yeah, Mirko thinks about it before agreeing to Izuku, because Izuku has basically pushed the deal further by saying he has a carrot farm, and that's what made Mirko say she'll do it. So yeah, Izuku helps her. So Izuku and Mirko go towards the village as the armies disperse into the palace. Mirko asks him where should she make her, hero agency. Izuku points towards some land that is still not, made yet. So yeah, so she says that she'll get to building straight away before Izuku legit constructs a whole entire hero agency in mere seconds. So is this how you usually rebuild places? Of course. How have you ever remade the Himaji Palace, or castle to be exact. But I call it the Infinite Palace since the rooms are infinite. There's training rooms. Inside they are infinite. No one knows the end but me. You're not allowed to go in there. Only me and my armies are allowed. But several samurai warriors that are in training are allowed to go there. We also hold annual sumo fights. So yeah. And they're not my shigoki, so basically you'll have more entertainment. So yeah. Yeah, Izuku has his own sumo wrestling area there, where people can go watch actual sumo wrestlers fight. So yeah, they even had world champions sometimes. So yeah. So yeah. Izuku. So now, after Mirko got all her stuff ready, and yeah, Izuku said, but you can still be a free reign hero, moving everywhere at once. But please stay here. Or meanwhile, no problem, kid. No problem, kid. So yeah, Mirko stays there and helps defend the village a lot of times. So yeah, but the agreement that Izuku gave her was that she stays once a week. No, she stays 1 week, and she gets to stay during that time on Wednesdays is the raid. Well, on several different days of the same week will be a raid. So yeah, it happens every once a month. So yeah, Izuku says that there actually should be one happening 1, 2, 3. As an Orochi calls the war horn, as all samurai of the village are put at the back lines, as Izuku's samurai army heads out. With Mirko, they're able to defeat the Vikings. So yeah. Now Mirko is one to try to, immobilize them, but she watches as all the samurai start basically massacring the Vikings. Mirko then asks, "So this happens once a month, right?" "Yeah." Izuku chops off a Viking's head. So all these Vikings are a part of a quirk, like mine. Correct. So they're not really human. But they still have lives. They still bleed our red blood. So Mirko makes the choice to actually just kill these Vikings. So yeah. Izuku smiles, knowing that they are now finally done with the raid. Izuku sees them fleeing. Izuku yells, "Catapults, now!" As catapults start firing upon the ships, sinking all of them, killing all that were on it. The one who must be doing this must be afraid. You must know the riches I have in my castle. How much is that again? Easy. More than Yariozu family could dream of. Basically, we have $1 in. Basically, we have $1 in comparisons. We have $1 more than the Yariozus. But still, we defend. So yeah. So Izuku and the rest of the samurai take all the dead to the graves. Izuku looks at what's in front of the grave and smiles as he takes off his mask and helmet. Every samurai does the same. The Shigoki takes off their masks, the Nobushi takes off their mask and helmets. Everyone does the same as they bow, as they take a knee in front of a sword with a helmet and mask. Mirko does not know what's going on as Izuku hits her in the knees to make her basically go on her knee. as he says, "Do not show disrespect to my master." Jesus, kid, how strong are you? Strong enough to lift a whole entire redwood tree with my knee. I'm basically able to swing a redwood tree with my ankle. Yes, Izuku actually been doing that, so yeah. Izuku. So then the bowing stops, as it's been 1 minute. And it takes 1 minute to complete the ritual Izuku made. Izuku made the annual bowing day on every raid day there is. All the fallen samurai are taken to a graveyard where it's basically it's a huge shrine. So yeah. They allowed the dead samurai there to rest in the afterlife. The Vikings they put in the fires. And Mirko walks back to the city with Izuku. As she sees samurai carrying the bodies of the dead Vikings. She asks them, what are they doing? Izuku then just says, burning the bodies. It shows that we leave nothing behind. No rotting corpse, no evidence to know that we did this. The Japanese government would still throw us in jail if they found dead bodies, because we have no proof that they were part of a quirk. They do not disappear, turn to dust. They stay. Mirko understands this now. So then it's time for Izuku to go home. Well, go towards the city, basically. Okay, I'm back. So, Izuku goes to the city with his group. Yeah, Izuku just goes to the city with his army, leaving half of the 2 million leaving half of 4. Yeah, basically there's 8 million soldiers with Izuku's army once he's at the palace, but around 4 million go with Izuku when he goes somewhere. So yeah. Izuku tells them to start setting up camps around every rooftop of buildings. They're not houses. The samurai agree to this as they start dispersing. Izuku sleeps as he's ready for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be the day to go to the entrance exam.